Good morning. Welcome back to another day of working on the Ram. So today, what we're doing is we're trying to get all the steering components put in and adjusted. So this is what I got so far. I got the coil springs put in. I had the track bar in, but I took it out because I screwed up on these misalignment parts for these heim joints, like this stuff here. Some of them are wider. Some were narrower, so I just had to go through the instructions and figure out where they go. And I was trying to figure out how to center the track bar, and it says here, it gives me all my links for the track bar and the drag length and the tie rod. So that's what I'm doing. I got to get some grease and put some grease in here, and then after I get all that, I'll set you guys on my tripod and we can begin installing that stuff. All right, well, here's what you can see. I got my dual stabilizer shocks on. I got everything tightened up for the most part. So they gave me nylon lock nuts, but I am not going to put those on until I get it back from the alignment shop, because I want to be able to take it back off and put my rubber boots on around the heim joints so they stay clean and stuff. So good morning. It's the next day of working on the Ram, and my yesterday videos didn't come out so well. I didn't realize my mic that I got, the battery had died, so it didn't have any sound. So I decided not to use it. I haven't mastered the editing program to voice over the video, so I figured I would just kind of go over what I did yesterday. All it was is just put the tie rod and drag link and stuff in. So I'll just kind of go over that, and I mean, pretty simple. Wasn't nothing, majorly that someone needed to really know. So anyway, so we'll kind of go over that and start what I'm doing today, so I can get my tires put on and stuff like that. So here's what I did yesterday. Let's get over here. So I got all this put on. The instructions gave me the measurement that I needed for the drag length and the tie rod. It's not the exact measurements. It's just kind of get you in the ballpark to where you need to be, so you can get it down and have it aligned. So all I did was, like I did on the track bar, you just sand down the ends before you put the heim joint in. So for example, like this here, you just sand down where the jam nut is, you grease it, you thread it in, and then you just put them up and put the nut on and stuff like that. So nothing too complicated. So yeah, I got the Pitman arm on yesterday and the dual stabilizers. So it was just, mounted there, and it mounts 2 bolts on the front diff cover. Nothing too hard to do. So another thing is, I got some a brace for the steering. God dang, I can't even think of the name. So the let's see, it is the steering stabilizer. So I got the steering stabilizer, and the nut that they provide for the bearing is the wrong size. I don't know why they gave it. They gave me a nut. This goes through the bearing like this. So that goes on there like that, and then the nut goes on the Pitman arm to replace the regular nut. Anyway, they gave me a coarse threaded that actually is supposed to be fine threaded So I'm gonna have to get a hold of them and figure out, why it's coarse red. So I got to get that put on. I got to get my link put on for my stabilizer. I got to get that all put on. And then, so I bought this angle iron thing right here. I'm going to try to cut that in half, and I'm going to mount it on my hub right here so I can try to get a exact, or somewhat in close of the toe. So 1/8 wider tires, a 1/16 narrow tires. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. So we'll see how far we get. So I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so this is what I came up with. Don't mind my craftsmanship. It's the only thing I could actually think of because I don't have the correct toe alignment tool. I ordered one 3 months ago and it hasn't showed up yet. So I'm just kind of going off this for now. So I got that side on both sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a tape measure from here and to here. I'm going to have to go from here to here and then from here to the other side because I can't get a tape measure to the other side because of the control arms are in the way. So I'm going to get that set up with some tape measures, with 2 tape measures, and we'll see how far it is off. Okay, I had to come up with a new idea because the idea I had the first time wasn't working. So I had to extend this out further so I can go through the holes of the control arm to the other side so I can get a better measurement because I was just going off the back of this to the back of the control arm and then up to the front, and that wasn't working. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to go get another tape measure so I can look at it a little better, have 2 tape measures. So I'll go get another tape measure. Okay, I just wanted to bring this up for everybody who wants to do this on their own. When you do this, try to do your toe by yourself. You have 2 tape measures, and the tape measures has to be exactly, the same. So what I did is I took this tape measure and I put it right aside this one, and I measured across and make sure it was 74 inches. Because if one's off and one's on, then your measurement's going to come out weird. So make sure the tape measures are the same. Okay, so my front one here measured out to 74 inches. My back one here is a little over, it's like a quarter over 75 inches, so 75 1/4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up these heim joints, back it off a couple turns, and then I'll go to the other side, back it off a couple of turns, get it even, and then I'll toe it in an 1/8. So that way, because the directions say it needs to be in an 1/8 since I'm running wider tires. So I'm going to get that adjusted. Okay, after doing a lot of finessing on this, I've got 74 1/4 on the back and 74 3/8 on the back and 74 1/4 on the front. So that gives me an 1/8 inch toe to the front. So I'm just going to leave it like that for a while. I'll get all these bolts tightened up, and then I'll wait to be able to take it for a test drive and see how it handles. But now I'm going to adjust the drag link and see to make sure my steering wheel is straight. So I'll get that done and I'll go from there. Okay, here's my sway bar pieces, my links, and then these go on the rubber pieces, and these are the brackets, the drop down brackets for it. I wasn't going to put it on because I'm still waiting for my stabilizer brace bolt that goes on the shaft of the gearbox, but I figured I'll just go ahead and throw it in for the heck of it. So that's what I'm going to do. Other than that, this is all done. I just got to throw that bracket in there, or that sway bar and all that stuff in there. So, and then probably clean it up because it's still all dirty. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. All right, I got my sway bar in there and my links. And once I get my my bolt for my brace, all I got to do is just undo these bolts here and drop it, and the brace goes up between the frame and the bracket right there. So I was going to put my wheels and tires on, but I can't because I don't have my ABS sensor lines. I left them at my friend's house, so I can't put my tires on yet. So I might go get them after work tomorrow and get those put on, get my tires put on, and go take this thing for a rip, since I haven't driven it in like 4 months. So that's about it. I'm still waiting on my frame overlays from Powder Coat so I can get started on putting those on. So I guess until then, I'll see you guys on the next one.